ready, just a general comment.
Damn.
Good?
Yep. Hard-fought game. That's a team that makes plays. They mix it up. They play physical. Their guard play. They run downhill. You know, I thought our team fought like crazy. The first game is a hard game for guys. And we missed probably 7 straight shots where we could have extended the game or extended the league, and we missed them. But I'll tell you what we did. We made every free throw down the stretch we needed to make to keep them at bay. So our out-of-bounds stuff wasn't the best, but we had a big enough lead that it didn't matter. Thank you.
Okay, questions, raise your hand, let us know who you are, who you're with, and wait for the handheld mics to get you. First one to our right. Go ahead.
Hi, Tyler Thompson with Kentucky Sports Radio. This is especially for Jacob and Oscar. I know you guys have much, bigger plans in this tournament, but what kind of a relief was it to get this win after last year?
Jacob.
Yeah, it was a big relief, obviously. I knew what this team was capable of, so we got the job done. So props to my teammates. We all stuck together. Even when they made their runs, we didn't hold our head. I mean, we didn't put our heads down. We kept fighting defensively. Oscar had 25 rebounds. That's insane. But we did the little things that won us the game.
Oscar.
Yes, sir. Say again a question, please.
I know you guys have bigger plans for this tournament, but after last year's loss to St. Peter's, what kind of relief was this? How relieved are you to get the win?
We just come in. I told all my teammates, I said, this year is a year we just come in and fight. What happened last year, it doesn't matter anymore. Now, this tournament is about fighting. It's about who fight the most. That's the one who's going to keep it moving. So we come in with the mentality, and we forget the past, and we're just fighting right now.
Middle of the room, next question.
Riley Davis with the field of 68. This one's for Jacob. I know you had Bryce tonight as your primary defensive assignment, held him to 7 points, 2 of 9 shooting. What's so tough about guarding him, and what did you do that so effectively contained him?
Yeah, Bryce, I love him. Well on my heart. We got so close last year. He's a really good player. It was definitely hard to guard him because he's so physical. And it didn't just take me. It took the whole team being in gaps, being my help, and we just slowed him down. He's a really good player, and it took 5 players to stop him, not just me.
Middle of the room.
JB Ricks with Spectrum News 1. This question is for you, Coach. Right over here, Coach. What is your description of the dominance that Oscar shows inside the paint on the offensive and defensive end when it comes to the rebounds?
Defensively, when he's alert and ready and bouncing, he's really good. When he stands behind a defender, he's not really that good in there. And they just turn and score on him. I don't know why he chooses to do that, because the other guy is really good. But there are times he stops. I'm probably playing him too many minutes. And then he only scored 8 points. He got 25 rebounds. Like, I don't know how many times that's been done in the NCAA tournament. Do you guys know?
First time since 1970.
Since when?
1970.
That's 70 is 30, 53 years. That can't be right. You know what? That's how old when I watch the Waltons, that's how old that is. So it's about that old. So I would tell you that he did something that hadn't been done for 50 years. And he's the greatest kid. He didn't pass one to Jacob. We got on him. He looked. He said, I'm good. My fault. He gets held, grabbed, hold, and they call him for pushing off. He said one time this year he just had enough. But I've just enjoyed the heck out of coaching him and seeing him grow as a person, seeing him grow as a basketball player. But this one, I don't think it was if in this tournament winning is a relief, what the heck are you doing here? This is joy. You win in this tournament, doesn't matter how you win. There are teams that have gotten knocked out. You just keep playing and have joy and enjoy. We're not like, well, we're going to win because everybody will be mad if we don't. What? No. Could care less if they're mad or happy or sad. This is about this group of young people. I want them to enjoy this experience. No one is going to put added things on their shoulders. I won't let them. Like I told them, have a ball today. And they did. Now, I just told them, I knew we missed 8 straight shots. Like, just make 1 or 2. We shot 25% in the second half and won, which is crazy. You can't have those gaps in this tournament because you're going to play a good team that can go score. We almost had 40 at half. I'm thinking, great, we're on line to get 80. That's where you want to be. And then all of a sudden, we come up dry on layups, stickbacks, jumpers, floaters, but we still won. And that's a good sign for these guys.
Front row.
Brett Friedlander, Saturday Road. And actually, Coach, your last comment kind of segues into my question to the players. Yesterday, you talked about having fun and keeping things loose, and it really looked like you guys were having fun out there today. Could you kind of describe what that was like?
Yeah, when we're having fun, when we're not on the court, we're trying to have fun with each other because it lifts all the pressure off of us. When we're not worried about the outcome and we're just playing loose and free, that's when we play our best basketball. And it started off the court. It started us not worrying about anything but just spending time together. And I said it yesterday, is just living in the moment. And that's what we did. And we played possession by possession, and we came out with a W.
Can I say this? They took their earphones off at dinner. I don't know if one of you told them, take them off. There was so much chatter at dinner. There was so much laughter, but it's hard when you put the earphones on and the hoodie over and you're looking at your phone to have that kind of experience. This should be enjoyed. Coaches don't get here, players don't get here. I want them to enjoy each other and enjoy this.
Antonio, you want to take a crack at that, about enjoying it?
He said, take a crack at it, what?
Question about
the joy.
enjoying it.
Oh, the joy.
Having fun.
Yeah, definitely. Just the guys bonding with one another, like Coach said, just at the table. Everybody took off their headphones. Previous times we ate, guys had their headphones in. It wasn't too much chatter, but as leaders, as 3 of us, we told everybody, basically,
What was the game you guys were playing?
Oh, that little, it's like a little TikTok game or something. Like, it's just like.
I mean, they're going nuts over there. I'm like, what are they doing? Then they got on the bus and did it, and they laughed so hard. But it makes me feel good because my job is to get them to understand, enjoy this experience. Now, whoever we play is going to be a really hard game. But we're not worried about that right now. We'll go back and enjoy this, meet in my room later tonight, know who we're playing, go have a great night, sleep in, and we'll get up tomorrow. We'll figure things out tomorrow. So this has been a great group. Antonio missed shots, and he looked over at me. What did I tell you?
Keep shooting.
You better keep shooting. I told Chris Livingston missed 3 15-footers, and I said, keep shooting. Then he missed another one. I said, take him out.
Next question, middle of the room.
David Hale with ESPN. John, you mentioned Oscar's impact on the defensive boards, but he also dominated all those offensive boards. I think you had an 18-2 edge in second chance points. Obviously, you look at the difference in the game. When you are not maybe making every shot the way you would like, having that ability, what kind of impact does that have on the outcome of the game?
Well, he's had that ability. People want to forget that he had a knee operation and was out 4 weeks to start the season and should have been out 2 more. He forced his way back. I want to play. I'm good. I can do this. Should have been out 2 more weeks. And it's been in the last, I'm going to say, month that he's gotten back to where he was. And now he's going beyond. But no, he impacts the game. And the other thing is, how about you have a guy that will go fight and go get all those rebounds, and if he doesn't get the ball, he may come over to me in a timeout and say, Coach, you may tell him to throw it to me. That's the extent. He's not saying anything. What's better than playing with a guy like that who'll do all the dirty work, do everything, and all he wants is every once in a while, please throw me the ball. And but his impact, obviously, in the last 2 years has been enormous.
On the aisle.
Josh Graham, WSJS. Coach, in the spirit of enjoying things, how much did you enjoy having the crowd behind you in this state particularly?
And those were Carolina and Duke fans, too. That's what was amazing about it. No? But no, our fans travel. We got great fans. Now, they're engaged and, they live and die with wins and losses. You have, some of them that are out there a little bit, but we got the greatest fans. They travel, they're excited. I got a stack of letters this year like this when we struggled to hang in, and some of them were unbelievable, and I wrote notes to every one of them because that's our fans. This group will go crazy, and there's this group coming over and sending you letters. Stay the course. You're doing this the right way. You got these kids. Just stay the course. You keep your faith. And so, no, our fans, they travel. Like, I would have been surprised if we didn't have this kind of crowd.
Third row, right in front of us, Coach.
John Huang, NOLA Media. John, I'm going to stay on this enjoyment theme. How great was it to have your dad out there?
It was even better having him in the locker room after. I said my dad, Vince, and CJ was calling him Vinny. Hey, Vinny, my dad's 90, had his knee operated on. That's the first game he's seen in 5 years. With COVID and all the other stuff, he hadn't been able to go to games. The tournament was canceled the year before, and then COVID, and then, but he's 90. I hope, well, he got no wrinkles on his face. We sat there and looked at him like, you don't have a wrinkle on your face. You're 90 years old. What the heck? So he just wants to be told he's handsome. He said, I don't need to hear that stuff. Just tell me I'm handsome. It's great to have him. My sister and brother-in-law were here, too. Obviously, Ellen was here. So.
Last question.
This can be for any of you guys. I know, obviously, very focused on finishing out that game. I wonder if, as they were showing some of the end of the Fairleigh Dickinson win over Purdue on the Jumbotron, if you snuck a peek on that or heard any of that?
Can I say something?
What did you just say?
Okay, well, yeah, so.
What did you say?
You have a 16 seed, FDU beat number 1 Purdue for 1 seed Purdue.
See, I've been telling these guys, you don't watch the games. Because if you think you're going to be playing somebody, they get knocked off. It's how this stuff works. We can write our own story. We didn't know that. Did you guys know that? None of us knew that. We're not watching games. We're focused on us and enjoying this moment. So thank you for letting us know, though, they got beat. I didn't know, and I feel bad. Matt Painter's a terrific guy, and I know what you go through on that kind of stuff. And in this tournament, you ready? I said it. Anything can happen. It's one game. If they played them, FDU, and Tobin's done a great job, Anderson, but if they played them 7 times, what? But that's not what this tournament is. So people will go crazy when this team was a low seed and a high seed beat them. It can happen. We shot 25% in the second half. Could have happened to us.
Okay, see you tomorrow, guys.
Thank you.
No one else did?
Wrote down when you said